Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. So today is Friday. So we are going to be doing another variety day. However, today is going to be a little bit more relaxed than uh, other variety days, just because I don't know, feeling a little bit slow, I guess you could call it today. Just a little bit tired. I don't know how to call it. But in any case, so we're not going to be playing Valorant today. Um, we're just going to be playing some balloons. I figured, why not? Um, so we're just going to be playing some balloons with you guys later on. And yeah, we'll just have a nice relaxing time. Alrighty. So, let me think. Oh yeah, I uploaded another YouTube video. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. There's a link to it in the About page on this channel. And that's about it. Yeah, make sure to subscribe on that and follow on here. Alrighty. So let me just swap scenes for you guys. Hi. Alrighty. Let me get the game for you guys. Alrighty. So, I want to see something real quick. I just remembered this. The jukebox has something. Um, Interesting. So there were just... I thought I remembered there being a song thingy. Alright, so let's just play some normal. I remember when I first got the game, I was just like trying to get every possible thing. And then I kind of quit and just started doing random stuff. So, let's go back to doing that, shall we? Let's see how far we can actually do stuff. So, half cash alternate blue grounds. Let's go with... who do I want? Oben, probably.
The spirits of the forest awaken.
And half cash. So half cash is probably the hardest mode. Whoa. We already have 200 viewers. When we started, we were at 196. Well then, yay! We hit 200 viewers. I'm shocked. I did not expect it to just jump up like that. So, thank you for everyone who's viewing or viewed and have watched anything really, because I wouldn't have been able to hit 200 views without it. So, I appreciate you all a ton, and here's to 200 more. Alrighty. So, thank you again. Really, I do greatly appreciate it. Alrighty. So, half star cash, end of each round cash, and all of alert also half cash. Really? Alright. This is gonna be bad, man. I haven't done any of the special modes for a while. Where should I put it? And what should I put? Okay, let me think. Okay, so this is just hard mode, just half cash, so I have to be careful as to what I want to spend. I want to get Oben because he's very cost effective. I can only buy these options. So Glue Gunner is no, obviously. He just slows stuff down, he doesn't actually deal damage. And then, we could go with Dartling Gunner, not Dartling Gunner, sorry. Dart Monkey, Dartling Gunner's farther down. So Dart Monkey, Boomerang Monkey, or Tack Shooter. So positions for the Boomerang Monkey could be like right here. That might work. He could get the hook around the corner down there. Same here. I feel like maybe the tack shooter here. Here could also be a good spot. If I get the range upgrade, I could get it to maybe hit all four of those areas. I don't know, man. Let's try it. Why not? Yeah. No, I don't think it'll hit the top or bottom here. I think this might be more effective. Well, would it? Because this for sure will hit 3 things. This is more effective for sure. This isn't. That's not. This hits 3 things. That hits 3 things. That hits 3 things. Maybe 2 actually. I'm thinking here. Actually, no, let's go here. Reason being because it will come around and it'll pass by once here, and it'll come back up and around and pass by again. But it does the same here, but I can also then get it when it comes down. Yeah, maybe that's better. Alrighty. Let's hope I chose the right spot, man. Alrighty, so yeah, I will be, after a little while of single player, I'll be doing, I'll let you guys join me on some multiplayer. I'll show the code and all that. One got in. Okay, not terrible. We only lost 1 that time. I'm trying to think if there's a better position, perhaps. No, I don't think so. Well, what can I do? Maybe I should have gone with Dart Monkeys, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Well, actually, yeah, I'm not gonna go very far with this. Let's restart. Let's try Dart Monkeys instead. So, we want it here, because it'll, actually no, we don't want it there. We want it, let's have one here. So when it comes around the corner, it will pierce them. Okay. But the point of the Dart Monkey is that you'll see in a minute here. I think I can do this. I just need to get 1 more. Alrighty. Now I think together they'll do a good amount of damage. Yeah, see? Because it's better to have 2 towers of lower level than to have 1 tower of higher level when it comes to early game, that is. What next? I think I should just kind of grind money for now, because I kind of can. If I can get Oben as soon as possible, that'd be very, very, very helpful. How much does each of these sell for? Total 300. Got it. So I just need to get to around 330. So I should be able to get Oben after this round. Good. Because he should be able to take care of basically all of the wounds that will be coming. So we want to put Oben. Yeah, here's fine.
Nature's revenge shall be swift and terrible.
So yeah, Oben's really good because his shots are automatically tracking, and so
Yes.
and they pop 2 layers, and then they do pop web as well. So he's very good. So now I can grind money with him, and let's see, what else should I get? I should probably get a druid. Or I should get a farm. One of the two. Oh, I should get a Dartling Gunner to hold down this path. Or a Wizard. Ooh, Wizard would be good. Yeah, Wizard's probably a better choice. To get Shimmer right off the bat. That'd be very, very, very good. Alright, let's put him here. You want to be placing as many of those down as possible. They're like spikes on the road that the balloons will pop on. I don't remember exactly how many it pops. I think like level 3.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's like, okay, 50. So 50 layers of balloons. So yeah, when it comes to like the yellow and pink ones, it'll be very helpful with those.
Ha!
Intense magic. What's this do again?
I'm waiting.
Every 18 seconds creates a totem that slows all balloons near the totem by 30% less effective. Okay. It's pretty good. Oh. Alright, now we got camo detection. So now we want to get firewall so that we can dispose of many, many, many threats at once. Because Oben's currently doing all the hard work, which I was we almost leaked there. Which Oben's meant to be doing the hard work because he's really the one who's in charge right now. But once I get the firewall going, or wall of fire, then things will be going much smoother. Because most balloons will not be able to make it past.
They're leaking.
Okay, I think he managed to cut them down at least enough so that I survive. Oof, that was bad. Okay.
Oh, not getting through.
Things aren't going according to plan, necessarily. Oh, that's bad. I lose.
Oh, not getting through.
I forgot about them. So with the purple ones, let's try one more time. So with the purple ones, I have to remember that it's the only sharp works on them. Yeah, let's go with another Dart Monkey. Maybe I shouldn't have sold them so soon. They were holding the line pretty well. Yeah, one slips by. A few will slip by this round, right? Yeah. Alrighty. Now we got this guy up and running. Alright, now we should be all set to go for a while. So far, so good. Alrighty. Okay, we can get another one. But I will in a second. Alrighty. I don't really see much. I'm trying to think of what to do. Let's go another round. able to damper the number of balloons, but they're not able to stop them. Okay. I could add him. Let's go one more. It's risky, but might be worth the risk. Because if I can get open in both these guys, then I'll be in a much better position. Okay, only 5. Alright, nice.
Nature's revenge shall be swift and terrible.
Alrighty, so far so good.
Sweet.
And remember, if you guys do want to chat, you can. You just have to follow first. And there is no time limit between chatting and following. Alrighty, I think I should keep waiting. I want to get I think the Dart Monkey might be better. It is more immediate active. Meaning it can get active right away, or almost right away. But the Wizard Monkey needs somewhat of a charge up.
Nice.
Close. I want to get the Dartling Gunner. Alrighty, here we go. Let's go with... Let's sell you. Sell you. Nice targeting.
Haha. They're leaking.
I'm gonna have to steer it for a little bit.
Hold! Not getting through!
Just want to get faster barrel spin.
Yes.
Alright, there we go. Now I want more powerful darts. Yeah, now he should be able to hold a lot better.
Rise!
Okay, now let's start getting this guy.
They're leaking.
Almost.
Rise!
Alright, we should be all good to go now. Now that we got fire and...
Rise! Ha ha!
We don't have anything for the Moab, though. That might be able to help with the Moab a
Moab,
bit.
handle it! Oh, not getting through!
Alright. Alrighty, so, let's go ahead and do a little bit of multiplayer. I want to change it here to open. Not open, sorry. Yeah. Let's go with 4, sure. And then let's go with Bazaar. Standard. Alright, that's the code. I'm gonna make it public in just a second here. Alrighty. Okay, time to make it public. If you get in, you get in. Well, if you don't, well, hopefully you will next time. Alright, one person's in. And another. Oh, we got another. Odd. Okay, we got another. Alrighty. The player 4 disconnected, I bet. It looked like he kept jumping in and out of the lobby, so I bet he disconnected. And probably also player 3. Okay. Yep, called it. So I've got this entire side to myself. Oh, never mind, he's got a covered. That's right, it goes that way.
Like a bone, rides again.
Yeah, it's so weird. Bloons is like one of the most, or like one of the hardest games to play multiplayer because their servers, it must be something with their servers. They're quite not top tier, let's just say that. Could be better. So yeah, also, I'm thinking about more games to play in the future that's not variety. Well, I mean, all games will be considered variety, I suppose, in some manner of the word. But I mean, like, more series of games. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure if they're what I want to yet. I have a few ideas. I've talked about a few of them.
The spirits of the forest awaken.
But nothing solid yet. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. I'm wondering what game could be a good idea. It's just something I'm thinking about, because I've spoken about one before. I'm just trying to think what else could possibly be a good idea. Because it feels like there aren't that many solo player games lately.
Let's see what we can do here.
Sorry, I'm zoned out because I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think about games to possibly play in the future. Because, I mean, sure, Bloons is fun and all, but we can't be playing it forever.
They're leaking.
And same for Valorant. There is an Apex, though I played it like once for a very small amount of time. Like, I think I've only played it for roughly, I don't know, 10 games or so not very long. So yeah, that is an option. Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There aren't a whole lot of options. because the thing is, I'm not just trying to pick a game that I'll enjoy, because I know there are a few games that I've played before that I would enjoy to play again. But the problem is, I also know that you guys probably would not enjoy them, is the problem. So, because not only do I want you guys to enjoy them, I want to find more people that like the stuff I'm doing, so that they can also enjoy what I'm doing. And in order to have people find me and me find people and so forth and what have you, I have to play games that people actually want to search and see and find and all that. The problem is, so I've spoken about this many times before. It's a very, very fine line between too many people are playing it and the chances of you being seen over thousands of others is very low, and no one is even going to search this game. So, it's like, it's hard to balance, so to speak. It really is a difficult thing to do. But I do think that perseverance is definitely one of the most required aspects of this. And when it comes to that, I have quite a lot. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to figure something out. Also, is there any real necessity for me to have face cam on right now? I'm trying to think. Is there really? Probably not, honestly. I don't think there is, actually, because, I mean, you guys can see my face if you want, but, this is it. So yeah, I don't think that, I don't think I need to keep it on, should I? And it's already on, why not? I'll just keep it on because it's on. But don't expect much from me. Alrighty, so, let's keep upgrading this guy. Because like I said in the thing, it's going to be a very relaxing stream today because I'm very tired. No, that's not a good word for it. I'm just, I don't know what I am. Let's see. Let's upgrade him. I should probably get some bomb shooters to cover the Moabs. Who still needs money? First guy. Alright.
Guys?
Oh, not getting through.
Well then. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna check some stuff. So, let's see here. Yeah, I just took a quick look at, the, what's it called? Steam store, and gotta say, there ain't much that looks that interesting. Like, let's see. A lot of it does not seem like something that people would enjoy watching, and or requires multiple people to play. Yeah. Unfortunate. Man, I wish there was just like some book or something that was like, here's all the games right now that are available to play. It's like, it's hard to find games, man. Oof. And it's doubly so for those who don't have people to play with, such as myself. But made do so far. I'll continue to do so. I'll continue to do so. Alright, so let's play a map I haven't played before. I haven't played this one. Let's go with medium. New map and all. Comes from here and goes down here. Where can I place? I can place in these spots. I can place over here. Can't place on any of these. Can these move? No. Can place here. Alrighty. Okay. Well, if it's just gonna come along here, then would be a good idea to have both rows covered, like this. Oh, I should also put this here. So do you guys want me to continue with the what's it called, online games or not? Because they keep getting laggy, it seems like. So yeah, I wonder what. So let's see. I could look into doing like console games, but those are hard to set up. Oh wait, I didn't want to do the long range ones. My bad. So yeah, like I've been saying, the problem is a lot of games, I feel like almost every game is either at the point of no one's going to search for it, or there's always someone bigger playing it. And it's like, well, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Of course, there's always going to be someone bigger or playing a game, because I'm the smallest you can get. But, you'd think that, I don't know, there'd be games that are less so, that it's more evenly split, you know? Where it's like, pretty much everyone viewing has an even everyone playing has a relatively even distribution of viewers, right? But it seems like that doesn't exist. So, yeah, I am not entirely certain as to what I'm going to do. I have a few ideas. I'm not entirely ready to share them because I don't want anything to be committed. But I have a few ideas. I suppose that there's no way of knowing if they'll work unless I try them. I just don't want to, I don't know. I don't know what I don't want to do. You see, I would say, like, I don't want to try it because I don't want it to not work out, but the thing is, if it doesn't work out, what's the penalty? And there isn't really one. Like, I mean, so what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? It's just quite difficult, you know? Well, actually, I don't even know if you know, because the thing is, this is not... Yeah, something I thought about the other day was, yeah, a lot of people talk about how, not talk about, but go into this career thinking it's a good way to make money, but the thing is, it's not really. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make money. You can, sure. But you shouldn't come into a career like this to make money, personally. I think so. You should come into it because you have a passion for it. Not because you're just in it for the money. That's not a great idea. Primarily because, like, look at me. I highly doubt I'll be making money in this career for a very long time, if at all. So I would be very surprised if I am. I mean, I would be very happy if I were doing something that I am very passionate about. But I will say that, and I've heard this from many people, but yeah, it's not a good idea to come into this career expecting money, which I didn't. I came in expecting to just have fun, you know, show people what I like to do. And that's what I'm doing. So if people want to see it, they can. If they don't, they don't. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm just glad I'm here. And I have the opportunity. And opportunities are made for taking, you know? See, I'm not a very conversationalist. Is that even a word? I'm not a very good person to speak. No, that's not it either. I'm not a very talkative person. That's a good way of putting it. But every occasion, on the slightest amount of occasions, I'll have this tiniest intellectual thing to say. Now, it's not common. It's actually uncommon. But it happens sometimes. But I will say that, yeah, it's pretty uncommon. But, I think I honestly, I'm just one of those people that prefers to think over talk. I'm not sure exactly why, but I just am. Like, I don't talk all that much generally. I really only talk when in, like, person. I'll generally only talk when spoken to, which seems a little bit weird for most people probably, because most people just talk to talk, but I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Communication. The whole thing is weird. Just thinking about it, like, how the amount of, no, it's not even, that's improper. The amount of communication that you produce can identify you as some things. I find that rather intriguing. You know? What I mean by that is, like, if someone talks more, they're more talkative and they're more outgoing. If someone talks less, they're less talkative and less outgoing. And that might not be entirely true, is the thing. People might just not want to talk, which could be an interesting thing. Like, what if someone's super outgoing and likes to do all these sorts of crazy stuff, but they just don't like to talk? That would be an interesting perspective. Or what if vice versa? Someone's super talkative, but they're not outgoing. I wonder if there are people like that. Probably. But I find it interesting how we as humans have made it so that the more you communicate, or the less you communicate, we put a certain label on that based on that. I find it extraordinarily interesting. And it's not just how much either. It's not just how much you communicate that we label, but also how you communicate that we label. Like, isn't the point of communication to get information from yourself to another? It is, and so it's interesting. It's interesting how humans have kind of mutated what communication can mean, or what it should mean. Because we have added things like inflection and tones and all these varying social cues, as they call them, that make people hear / feel things that they aren't actually hearing or feeling. Like, if someone sounds sarcastic, that sentence right there, sounds sarcastic, is one of the mutations I'm speaking of. Like, sarcasm doesn't exist in animals, for instance. They communicate as they communicate. It's interesting. Humans are a very deceptive race. Species, I should say. It's quite intriguing, to be honest. I wonder why. Perhaps it's because we have the capability to be deceptive that we are deceptive. Also, what are the red... I think there's something going to happen with the top thing and the bottom thing. I don't know what, but I'm concerned about it. I think the Moab's going to come through there, if I had to guess. But yeah, I just find it interesting, is all. A lot of things I find interesting. But yeah, like me personally, I don't talk all that much. I just think a lot. Like right now, I'm technically just thinking a lot, and I'm not paying much attention to what's going on. I just am thinking out loud is the thing. Which is why most of what I'm saying sounds like gibberish, because that's what most of my thoughts are, gibberish. But sometimes when you explore gibberish, you find things that make sense and or are intriguing. As well as gibberish in its very sense is intriguing. Just to think about how gibberish is formed and thought about, because most gibberish actually comes from something. And it's interesting to think about what it comes from. But anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, okay, yeah, so there's another road now. I kind of anticipated as much. I saw that coming. Alrighty, I don't know, I'm just gonna talk for a little bit, you know, because, I don't know. I mean, I could play, sure, but, I don't know, man, I'm just really out of it today. I'm just kind of spaced out and all that. So why don't we turn this down a little bit? Oh, no, that's not good. I'm gonna turn it down for myself as well. Alrighty. Um, also, how's this look? Mm. A little bit too big if you ask me. A lot better. So, I'm trying to think, so I'm primarily just talking right now, just because my head's entirely empty, and, I could play games, sure, but, I don't know, I don't feel on top of it today. Which is part of the reason I'm not playing Valorant, because I would be definitely letting go of my team, to say the least. So, let me think, what's a good thing to talk about? I mean, games are always an option, specifically what I'll be doing in the future. Possible options include console games. I think those console games produce a lot of single-player games, more than PC games, I'd say, which is reasonable to assume because consoles are generally harder to play multiplayer on than PC is, because PCs are naturally, well, not naturally, but most times hooked up to the internet. So I feel like that could be something to investigate, but I don't know how to stream on my console. I think it's a capture card I need. But, yeah, it's still stream on PC too. But yeah, so, I'm thinking, possible games. I'm gonna change the category, just chatting at this rate. Let's see. I wonder. There we go, and let me just change the category to first just chatting stream, actually. Alrighty, let's update that. Alrighty. So yeah, what to talk about? We can talk about games that I'm thinking about. Sure, why not? So, a few games I was thinking about. I've already discussed this a few times. I was thinking about, it's quiet, actually. I don't want to play any music because, you know, don't want to get any problems. Do you think I could play the Bloons music without any problems? That'd be an interesting thing to try out. Maybe it's worth a shot. I don't know, man. I don't want to have any problems with that. I wonder. Probably not. It probably would not like that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. It probably would not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk anyway. So yeah, so some games that I will speak about. There was, I've spoken a few times about, GTA already. So some stuff you might not know about me is, I think I already told you guys about this actually, now that I think about it. I'll say it again in case I didn't. So, I have done RP experience for a very long time, and I really enjoy it. I haven't done as much of it lately, unfortunately, because I've been busy in the past. Is it just me, or do I seem fuzzy? How about now? It's fine. It's actually surprisingly a good camera for it being a web camera. It's keeping up with the, okay, I'm a little bit off center, there we go. It's keeping up with the movements and everything. It is a little fuzzy, I'd say. Could be better, but then again, I can always get better later. So yeah, like I was saying, so I've thought about the GTA. So the thing is, I've said this before as well. I do not actually like most of the stuff in GTA games per se, because, well, you know, they are kind of, to put it lightly, unsavory, and a little bit, let's just say, not friendly for families. So yeah, definitely something that I've thought about, because I wouldn't be playing the game because I'm playing it for the game. I'd be playing it because of, one, meeting people, which is kind of like, if not the biggest, one of the biggest reasons I'm even doing this to begin with. Two, actually no, that's just it. So yeah, that's really the biggest reason why I would do it, because I want to meet people, and I think it would be fun. Well, I guess there is a two. I also like, I really like RP. I have been playing it for almost half my life, if you believe it. Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I didn't even know that this thing existed until it recently had a big old spike in popularity. I probably would have tried to jump on it sooner, even without streaming. I don't even think you need to be a streamer to be on it. I probably would have. But then again, I've always thought that the GTA games were not, I'd say bad, but I don't mean like poorly developed, poorly made, poorly anything like that. They're well made. They're obviously great. They had great developers and all that good stuff. I just mean like bad in the sense of, you know, morality, not mortality, morality. And I'm a rather moral person, you know. I prefer to keep things up here instead of down here. So, but the thing with the RP is, it's not actually quite as down here as the game itself is. The RP stuff is actually rather pretty good in terms of on the morality charts. Sure, there are a few people who are less so, but for the majority of it, it seems like a lot of them are relatively above the bar. Which is why I've even considered it, because like I would not be playing GTA if it weren't. Well, I haven't played it, but I mean, I wouldn't be considering playing it at all if the what's it called? If that server did not exist, which is what I'm curious about primarily. I am thinking about it for sure. I've already looked into the applications and all that stuff, so I might be doing that. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow either. I'm thinking about it because Subnautica Below Zero has been really fun lately. And I won't be streaming Sunday though. And this coming week, I'm going to be a little bit short on time because I do have something I have to plan for the next weekend. So streams will be a little bit shorter than normal. Probably no 5-hour streams like I did yesterday, which I shouldn't have done anyway, because that might be one of the reasons why I'm tired. But I also didn't sleep super great last night, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I've been looking into that. I'm thinking about doing that, and then there's always Apex, but I haven't played much of that. What else is there? There is Well, I mean, there's Valorant and Bloons and all that stuff, but we've been doing that for a little while. Valheim didn't work out, unfortunately. What else would there be? Trying to think. I mean, there are countless multiplayer games. Oh yeah, League. Lots and lots and lots of multiplayer games. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of the multiplayer games would be more fun if I had a group to play them with, which I have been considering asking people. The problem is I don't want to intrude per se. I don't know. It's a very weird dynamic, especially because you'd be contacting someone you've never met before. It'd just be really, really weird, I think, you know? And I'm not sure how you do it. Like, I just kind of find it a little bit hard to think of how you could even do that, because it's like, you see all these people nowadays, they have huge friend groups and all that, but, you never really think how they met. I mean, you know that they've met multiple of them, a lot of them actually, met in person. But we haven't been able to do that for reasons that pretty much everyone knows. So that kind of puts a damper on that. So we have to do it slightly differently. This truly is a difficult time for starting out a career like this. But you know what? Gotta start somewhere. Might as well start at the worst possible time, because then you can only go up. So, yeah, I do have to say that it's been pretty fun so far, and I'm obviously going to continue. I'm not gonna stop right now. What else is there? Thinking. There aren't that many games that I have played personally that are single player, let alone that is popular enough to be considered. Well, see, the thing is, I have no way of gauging what you guys like to see, because there are not very, actually there are no active chatters, unfortunately. But eventually there will be. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I don't actually have any way to gauge what you guys like or not, because I can only see the number of people who've even clicked on a past stream. So I don't know if they watched it to the end. I don't know what parts they watched. I don't know if they liked it. Yeah, that's a difficult thing to understand. So, no, that's not. That sounded very antagonistic. I don't mean like it's difficult for you guys to understand. I mean, it is difficult to gauge, basically. So I'm trying to think. I could just try out a bunch of different games, random ones that I've played before in the past. But the thing with that idea is the majority of them are very, very, very low on the radar of Twitch, particularly. So I don't think that would be a great idea. I wonder. I'm just thinking right now, because I don't have all that much to say yet, honestly. I'm trying to think, what is a good thing to do? Because, so, let me just fill you guys in on some stuff about the, honestly though. So, okay, so I keep talking about, I have a few ideas for future stuff, and truth be told, I only have one idea, and that's why I'm kind of thinking mostly about that, and that's the GTA thing. That's really my only idea, honestly, right now. And how it works is you apply. The application, I mean, could take a month to see if I actually am accepted or declined. It costs money. but it's not too much money, thankfully. But and you get 5 attempts to apply. So yeah, hopefully I don't have to apply that many times, because that could be expensive. But the thing is, let's assume I do get in. Then we have the second issue, which is, I touched on it briefly yesterday, I think. There's a queue, and that queue has hundreds of people on it, and so I don't know if the queue resets every day or not, because if so, that would likely mean I'd never even get in, which would be unfortunate to say the least. But the thing is, I'm not sure how it works. Meaning, I don't know if it resets every 24 hours, and I'm not sure how to find that out. Because if the queue resets every 24 hours and I go back to the top, that's gonna be unfortunate, to say the least. Because, I'm trying to think, does it reset every 24 or 12? Because if it's 12, that might be doable. Because then I could join in, like, literally right after it restarts, because that might get me bumped up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't restart, because that would be probably the easiest, because then I can, like, I don't know, join the queue right before I go to bed, and then wake up and be maybe a quarter of the way through the queue. So the problem with that, like I've said before, is if I do actually get in, the queue will take forever, and I wouldn't want to stream the queue, because that feels like this. Just me sitting here talking. I don't feel like this is very entertaining, to be frank with you. I feel like this will primarily just be boring for you guys. But unfortunately, I'm just really brain dead today, so I'm sorry. But I figured I should at least stream for a little bit to inform you guys and whatnot. But if I do get in, my idea with the queue is I would do it on probably every other day. And then, depending on whether or not it resets, I wouldn't stream that day unless I got in. And that's assuming it does not reset. No, that's assuming it does reset, sorry. If it does not reset, then I'm thinking perhaps on the days that I do Subnautica, because Subnautica Low Zero is not going to last forever, unfortunately. But on the days that I do Subnautica, I will start the queue. And then if it does not reset, then logically speaking, well, not really, but hopefully speaking, the next day I will be relatively higher up in the queue. But the problem with that is, like I've said, so I'm pretty sure there can only be 60 people in the queue. No, sorry, 60 people in the server. I don't know for a fact if that's accurate. Actually, I really don't know if that's accurate. I should really look that up and find that out. But generally speaking, there are a lot of people in the queue. So I know that for a fact. And so I don't know how often people log in and out. From the little I've seen, it's roughly anywhere from 4 to 8 hours, which is big. So I'd have to make it. And the thing is, whenever I would get into the game, I'd have to really make it worth my time. Well, not worth my time, but like worth my while, because I would have just waited who knows how long. And the real problem is, well, there's a lot of problems. One, I've never played the game before. Two, if you're AFK, so if I don't see that I got on, it'll kick me out, which would be dreadful. So I'll have to be very keen on that regard. And then, so I think it's honestly a really good step, because I really enjoy RP. I've enjoyed it for a long time, and it's a good way to meet people. And it's had a relatively good, I think it's had a good popularity for a long time, beyond this spike. So that means it could probably go for a long time, and who knows, maybe I could become someone who actually streams it regularly. That'd be really fun, honestly. If I could become someone who uh, streams RP, that would be really great. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about applying anyway, just to see what happens. Truth be told, for me, it's like a 50-50 as to whether or not I'll get in. I don't know if I will. I hope I do. I don't know what they want. Um, so yeah, I think from what I can gather, the only thing that they really want is, um, what's it called? Uniqueness is a good word to put it, but I'm not sure. Because that's a little weird, wouldn't you say? I understand what they want. Well, if that's what they want, I understand it. Because they want their server to have diversity. Which, okay, I can do that. I mean, literally give me probably any prompt and I can roleplay it. But, I don't know. I think that they would want more than that. Because here's the thing. You don't want, in this particular game, you don't want one citizen, one worker, one criminal, one police officer, and etc. You want a good amount of each, supposedly. Um, I'd imagine the citizens would probably be what you'd want the most of. And I'm guessing there's probably not a whole lot of those because in a game where you have so much freedom, people generally like to do whatever they can within the certain boundaries that they're permitted, of course. So I would imagine that citizenship is low, but at the exact same time, I would imagine it's high because people like that kind of thing, playing the citizen. It's interesting. I've been seeing some stuff lately, and it seems like actually that the criminals of all things are at the lowest right now. Like everything else is pretty much at a high. Um, like police, citizens, workers, um, they're all right now up there in uh, activity. But criminal stuff has kind of died down lately. Not sure why. And now, of course, you can just. So the point of the server is not necessarily um, to get rich necessarily per se, or be the best at the game or anything like that. It's to have fun with people. And the criminals don't do it because they're actually evil people. No, they don't do it because they want to rob or anything like that. It's not like they're actually um, like criminals. It's just that it's fun. It creates fun scenarios. It makes it so that the police actually have something to do because if there is a police department without any criminals, then the police department doesn't have anything to do, and that makes no fun for RP, right? So it's just like it's a big old scale you could think of. You have to have it balanced on this side and balanced on this side. If one side's too balanced, then the other one kind of drops down a little bit lower, and it gets a little bit boring for this side. But if it's the vice versa, and so what? And it's the same thing with citizens. Well, citizens actually, so citizens, they don't have to worry about that as much because they can be on either side of the scale, and neither of the sides affect them all that much. So I feel like they can really be on either side, and at the same time, neither. So I feel like that's why a lot of people, honestly, out of all of it, I feel like the citizens have the highest popularity. And I feel like the criminals currently have the lowest, which is why I think if I had to go into the server, if I went into the server, I think I would have to choose, I think I would choose criminal perhaps. Of course, you can make multiple characters, but the reason being, now, you know me, kind of. I prefer morality, I prefer good, I prefer all the nice and happy things. But, And above all else, I appreciate, obviously, uh, respect. Not just to me, to everyone. Um, but that's beyond the point. The point is, I wouldn't be picking it because I want to do crime. I'd be picking it because I want to. It's weird. I'd pick it because not. I don't necessarily want to be a criminal. It would be because I want to help the police. I know it's really weird thinking that way, but it's like let's put it back on the perspective of the scales. So the prisoner's scale is practically touching the floor, and the police scale is practically touching the heavens. So wait, no, that's wrong. It should be the other way around, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should be the other way around. Yes, it's the other way around. Sorry. The criminals are high in the sky, and the cops are down low, because there's so many of them that are weighing down all that. Anyway, so the problem is the cops have run out of things to do, kind of. Not really, but kind of, Like, big things to do. Like, from what I can tell, now I don't watch it, like, religiously or anything, kind of. So, I've watched a stream every once in a while, but, like, I see things that are, basically, cops have kind of, like, I remember something about, banks. So, banks are the biggest thing you can do as a criminal. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for a fact. And for the record, if I were to go into the server, I wouldn't know at all. Because remember, when you're in the server, so something that I do with RP when I RP is I throw myself into the character. Meaning, this doesn't exist. It's just the character. And whatever that character does, that character knows. Whatever that character sees, he knows. Anything. Whatever I know stays with me. Whatever he knows stays with him. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. It also goes to me. But whatever I know doesn't go to him. So that's the real important part. But I basically cut off connections with myself to the character, and then jump into the character. It's really weird to talk about. I've talked to other people about this in the past. Some call it immersion. It's not really immersion. It kind of is immersion, but it's more than that. It's building a connection with something that you create at the same time. It's very strange. But I've gotten pretty attuned to it. Like I said, I've been playing role-playing stuff for nearly half my life, and I'd say probably out of one of those years, I think I've been going for 9 years now, out of one of those years, probably 1% of the times in that 1 year, the very first year, let's say, I think it was the very first year, 1% of the time in the first year of all the times that I was RPing, I meted slightly. So to put that in perspective, out of 9 years, 1 year, 1% of that 1 year, now not 1% of the entire year, but 1% of the total time I RP'd in that year, I slightly metagamed. And that was when I was 10. Since then, I have yet to do it again. And I've been playing at least every month once. At least. That's just in-person stuff. But there's more. I've done more as well. So yeah, in that regard, of meta, as they call it, I'm quite well trained. As for so yeah, like I was saying, I would probably pick a criminal, but I don't know. I want to be something unique, like something that people haven't done before. Something that would cause a stir, so to speak. Well, not a stir, but a ripple. Something that's not normal. Because originally, people want to be not normal. They want to be like what I just said. They want to cause waves. But when everyone's causing waves, it kind of ends up just being normal. The normalities become normalities. And then people start choosing normal things to become abnormalities. And then, so you have to decide which, or figure out which phase the server's in right now. Because people are either in the phase of normalities or normalities, that we know them as, or abnormalities or normalities, which we don't know them as. And that would be the opposite, if you wanted to make waves, that is. However, at the same time, I feel like the idea of a character that I have, that doesn't apply to, specifically. It's a very creative character, I'll say. Definitely one of the more ambitious ones that I've ever come up with. And it would definitely take a lot to play them, but I think it would be real fun. And I've been meaning to. I've been thinking about this specific character for quite a while. Not necessarily in the respect of GTA, but just in general as someone to play as in whatever RP thing I was going to do next. And they fit into GTL just fine. Probably actually better than a few of the other things I would do. So yeah, they will take a lot though to do. On my part, I mean, it would take a lot of finesse to make it work. Otherwise, it will just seem off. You know, if you understand, confusing and awkward and all that. If you don't do it right. But I believe I can do it right because I've done some similar things to it before, and I have the capability to do it. And if you have the capability to do something and the determination to do something, all you need is the opportunity. And that's what I'm trying to get. So, that's what I'll be working towards over the next couple of days here. So I probably won't be streaming tomorrow because I've also been feeling a little bit under the weather. Still won't be streaming. See, I would say I don't want to stream tomorrow, but I also want to stream tomorrow because of Subnautica, but I don't want to stream tomorrow because I'm not feeling great, but we'll see tomorrow. Expect that I'm not going to stream, but I might stream. Sunday I'm not going to stream. Monday. I'll probably stream, yeah. If I don't stream Saturday, tomorrow, I will, and I don't stream Subnautica tomorrow, then I will stream Subnautica Monday. How's that sound for everyone? Got it? Good. Okay. Because then it will, the schedule will change, and I'll be streaming Subnautica Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But then you guys won't have to get two of the same things in a row. So, that's what I'll do if I don't stream tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to probably apply sometime. I'm not sure if I'll apply this weekend. Probably, honestly. Because it's probably a good idea to get in as soon as possible. Because, no point in waiting, right? So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. There might be a few other games that I'm looking into to play. Don't know too many, to be honest. I'm thinking a little bit about console stuff. Let me think, what else is there? Not much else, to be honest. Just kind of very short stream today. I'm sorry if it was too short for you guys, but I just don't feel great. I mean, it's an hour and 30 minutes, so not horrible. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow or Monday. And I'll give you guys some information then. And so if it's tomorrow, well, next thing we stream will be Subnautica Below Zero. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And sorry, I'm just thinking. You see, I like talking to you guys because, I don't know, feels good to talk. I should do this more. I don't talk normally, so I should consider doing it more. Anyway, yeah, I've got some stuff to work on, so I will, yeah, I'll get, well, I would say I'd get back to you guys, that doesn't seem quite correct. Yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Do come back tomorrow or Monday, and, I hope that, like I said, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will be streaming again 12 p.m. PST at the latest, which it's not even that time right now, but I'm still ending, and I never said I'd stream 2, I just said I'd stream before or at, and technically I have. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow or Monday, and yeah, have a great rest of your day and possibly weekend. Bye-bye. Let me change scenes to end it.